Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube family? And when I mean family, hi, mom. Hi, dad, if you're watching. See, my dad doesn't care for my content too much because he's a liberal. But we love him anyway. We love him anyway here. Very good guy, though. Love that guy. But before we get started, we gotta send the text message. We gotta send it out here, y'all. We gotta send it out here to the masses. I don't age. Oh no. Oh no, not you. Where we at? Where we at? Nope. Switch account. I got like a million accounts, yo. I do different things. I do a lot. I work. I do this. I make these. I do a lot. You know. I'm not bragging. I'm just I'm a busy guy. I do busy shit. Um, let's view channel, and we're live. We're live. Copy link. All right, we got here. Paste to the homies. I'm sending it to these knuckleheads. My best friend in the whole world, Noel Jones. I love you, man. You are the truest form of a best friend. Oh, shout out to Jay Reed. Shout out to the homie Jay. What's going on, bro? We love you too, man. You true blue just as well. Oh, gotta get Mama Ham in the business. A couple other people. My grandma's still up. Let's hit her with it. It's gotta be an easier way for this. Maybe if people had hit the dang bell. All right. Um. What else? What else? What else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I guess that's good for now. Let's do a quick Facebook thingy, a little Facebook post, and we can get started, man. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Chopped liver for two. Oh, we got the Hamlet. Oh, let's go, man. We got some folks in here. Yo, shout out to Jay and Jaquan, man. My man Ja. Love y'all, man. Love y'all to death, bro. And wifey's in the house. Shout out to wifey. Couldn't do this without you, baby. All right, man. So let's all the formalities, let's get that up out of here. So on tonight's podcast, we're going to be talking about Allyson Friedman. Now, who the hell is Allyson Friedman? I didn't know. I didn't know till this morning when I was dropping that early morning deuce. And I'm looking at the TikToks on the TikToky, doing my TikTok thing. And lo and behold, she's a Hunter College professor. Now, why is that important to you, Brandon? Necro. Why is that important? Well, because that's my alma mater. I used to go to Hunter College. I graduated in 2009, a long time ago. And so it got me like who the hell is this? So anyway, she made some inflammatory comments about black folk. Of course, we the topic of every discussion. Everybody, black folk, always black folk. So without further ado, let's see what this lovely college professor done said today. All right, let's put you on up here, lady. Okay, all right.
He delivers lessons and helps us fit those skills into our lessons.
Black schools that like
This helps
they're
us
just
become
they're
productive,
too dumb to know they're in a bad school.
independent in our class.
I mean, but apparently Martin Luther King said it. Like if you train a black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore. They're just
Allyson Friedman, what you're saying is absolutely hearable here. You've got to stop.
Now you notice they didn't say it was detestable and quite vile. I mean that sounds pretty dang racist to me. That's pretty damn racist. And it seems to be that liberals have this thought, this notion about black folk. We can't get IDs, can't get birth certificates, can't get we can't do anything. Dare I say, we don't even know what computers are. What is this box that I'm looking at? What is this? What is this shit right here? All right, let's play that one more time. One more time, man. I got you, Jay.
He delivers lessons and helps us fit those skills into our lessons.
black schools that like
This helps
they're
us
just
become
they're
productive,
too dumb to know they're in a bad school.
independent in our class.
I mean, but apparently Martin Luther King said it. Like if you train a black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore. They're just
Allyson Friedman, what you're saying is absolutely hearable here. You've got to stop.
Absolutely hearable. The pearl clutching. The pearl clutching is what got me, man. I mean that's some messed up shit to say. That's pretty damn inflammatory. You know, everybody was like, I mean, listen, man. You know, when you hang out with people, you hang out with enough people, you kind of get to know like who they are, right? You get to. They knew she was like that. They knew that shit. It's absolutely terrible. No, no, no. It's absolutely detestable. You racist bitch. Shame. Shame on you. Shame. And in classic racist liberal fashion, classic, we have the apology. Let's check this shit out.
Here she go with the fake apology. I knew it wouldn't be long. If she wants to take full accountability, then she should resign. I think that's fair. Since she wants to be held accountable, she should resign.
Now let me pause this a little bit because I'm not sure who this creator is. Shout out to her, but your big head is in the way. So we're going to read this second paragraph right here. Oh, Cassie. My remarks were not directed at the student speaker, and they do not reflect my beliefs or values. Regardless of context, my words were wrong and caused real harm. I take full responsibility for their impact, and I am deeply sorry to the students, families, and educators and community members who were hurt. I immediately sent written apologies to Dr. Higgins, Community School, Community Action School, and a Community Education Council. I support the Community Action School and its mission. I regret adding any pain or distraction at the moment when the community's concerns about the DOE school closure process deserve full attention. I am committed to accountability and repairing harm. So does that mean that you're stepping down? I mean, in the real world, people like you get fired. See, we live in a society now where people scared to fire people. I believe certain people should be jobless. A lot of people shouldn't have no jobs. I believe the stupid, the stupid people run amongst us. They get in these positions and they have no business being employed. A dumb person should not be employable. Dare I say, that a stupid person should be put in jail. I mean, not an egregious amount of time, but a period so that they get the stupid out. You know. Now, oh yeah, 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 she's just sorry for getting caught. She's not sorry that she said this. No, she's sorry because she got caught. And how goofy can you be to not mute your mic, bro? In any of these meetings that I get forced to be in, any of these web things I'm forced to do, I always mute my mic because I'm always talking shit. I'm talking about this person got a big head, got a big nose, probably smell like feet. I got jokes. I got jokes for days for people, but I'm not going to leave the mic on so people can get offended and be like, "Damn, that's what you think of me?" Yeah, yeah, that's what I think of you. But you ain't going to know that shit though. Goofy, goofy. But this is what liberals think for the most part. It's what they do. It's what they always do. Oh, it's not all liberals, Brandon. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But it's that racist mindset. They can't get that KKK up out of them, man. They founded it, man, and they can't shake that shit off. But case in point, let's look at New York State Governor. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know her. She just broke out of Arkham, you know, grinning away, grinning away, and we're gonna look at Kathy Hochul and what she says, or what I should say, what she said about black children in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Goofy.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what
Let's
young
get that.
black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open.
They don't know what computer is in the Bronx. They don't know. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is right here. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. When I'm going around, beating up dinosaurs with my club and I got my loincloth on, I don't know what this thing is. What am I talking into right now? What am I talking into? We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, because we're so dumb. We're so repressed mentally. We don't know these things. I mean, and it's like you gotta think about the people who's getting putting these people in office. It's to the point now where like you don't hold on one second. Eat that thing, crazy cat. Sorry, my cat. Cats like to eat shit. Gotta chewing on this thing. I love it to death though. But yeah, man, you got this goofball here, and people keep putting these weird, goofy, silly people in office. And it's like I don't know what it is, but the definition of insanity, right, is constantly doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's textbook insanity, right? Blue no matter who. It's always blue no matter who, but it has to matter at some point. You got to have substance. And it's like Trump bad, Trump always bad. And that's all these new politicians need to say. Trump bad. It's like that episode of Family Guy when Lois was running for mayor, and then Brian was just like, just say 9/11, just just say it. You don't got to say nothing else. 9/11, and then they all erupted in the cheers. That's it. She didn't have no substance to what she said. And if you watch the whole episode, she failed. She was a terrible mayor. She didn't know what she was doing. And this is what happens with a lot of these people. They get these jobs, they don't know how to do it. Clearly, this woman is a racist. But let's keep going. Let's look at the OG of racism, of racist politicians. The OG, man. Let's bring him on stage.
This notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids. Yeah, you're poor blackie. You're just as good as Tommy. He's filthy rich. You try hard. You articulate little kid. You don't you hate that? Anytime somebody calls a black person articulate, it's code word for like, man, that N word speaks good. Wow. That's what it translates to. But this is the liberal mindset, is that black people, they can't speak well, they don't know how to function in society, they don't know how to get certain documents, they don't know how to use the internet, they don't know what this is, what that is. Such a low regard for your fellow human. Such a low regard. I mean, the lowest. The lowest. And this man was president, and people will tell you Trump is racist. But y'all don't believe me, right? Let's look at some quotes. Let's play a little quiz game. Who said what?
Quote, and then you have to guess if Trump or Biden said it. Oh, jeez. Poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids. Trump.
Wow. Trump.
Who do you think said that?
Trump. He's an idiot. He says these things.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven.
Difficulties. My bad, yo. My bad. I am back. Let me bring that back up. My fault, yo. You know what? I got like a gaming mouse, and it's like there's so many buttons on this thing. It's ridiculous, and it's like I hate that so much.
Quote, and then you have to guess if Trump or Biden said it.
Oh, jeez.
Poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids. Trump.
Wow. Trump.
Who do you think said that?
Trump. He's an idiot. He says these things.
See, that's what gets me, man. I mean, this is probably going to be a period of time that's going to be studied throughout history, throughout future history, man. Because what the media did is the biggest psyop that we've ever seen in modern history. They have painted this man to be everything that he is not. Everything. Every single thing. Everything. They say that he's a racist, but he gave Jesse Jackson money for his campaign when he was running for president in the 80s. When Jennifer Hudson's family was going through that murder, he put her up in a hotel, at his hotel, whole family, months. Don't pay nothing. I mean that's just a tidbit. We can go on and on and on and on and on. Biden was up here talking about he don't want his kids being in a racial jungle. I ask myself that question all the time. How did he become president? Y'all had a stage of all these younger people. How? I would have took Andrew Yang. At least he was trying to give people some bread. Nah. Nah. Y'all wanted that old time racism. Y'all wanted that racism to the bone. That smoke racism. That racism. Fall off the bone. That's what the people wanted. They wanted Biden. They wanted that shit. They knew this man was falling apart at the seams. He was like a toy you get from China. That shit is good for 5 minutes when you get it. It's gonna break. We're on a countdown, buddy. And he was falling apart while he was in the office. I've never seen dementia in real time. And it's like, it's messed up. I don't wish nothing bad on him. I don't hate the dude. I don't like him. I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. But I mean, it was crazy. That man was how you fall up the stairs. How you fall up the stairs, bro? That's what I was trying to figure out. My man shaking hands with invisible people, and the whole time, man, to me it's like, yeah, he's sharp, sharp as a tack. They all get these. It's like notes. They all get them, and they all start saying the same thing: sharp as a tack, sharp as a tack, sharp as a tack, sharp as a tack. And that man was falling apart. He was falling apart. He was held together with duct tape and bubble gum. That was our president: duct tape and bubble gum. And then you had Kamala, who reminds me of like a drunk aunt. She come to the party, she already saucy. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? Now that's an inarticulate woman. Very much so. Very much so. Yeah. Yeah, man. We're taught to hate Trump. Now, I remember as a kid, he used to be in everything. Fresh Prince, cracking jokes, a black show, Home Alone, all that good stuff, right? But then what most people bring up, especially from New York, they bring up the Central Park Five, or as they are now known, the Exonerated Five, because he put out something in the newspaper which could be, comparable to a tweet today. If these kids did it, they need to be put under the jail. Something along those lines, right? Something like that. But they never have the smoke for Linda Fairstein. The prosecutor who trumped up all those charges, made those boys lie about themselves, did all that underhanded shit. Never about the detectives that railroaded all of them, especially for that poor Corey Wise. What happened to him? Effed up. Complete effed up. And here we go. Yes, Exactly. He's done the most for the black community. The most. And you still got fools out here. He's racist. He's racist. But what do you say is racist? Crickets. I don't know. I just watched the news. Yeah, I know you watch the news. I know. They tell you how to think. I'm at the point now where, like, when somebody tells me I just watched the news, I'm like, if the news told you today that if you jumped off the Empire State Building, no parachute, no hang glider, just hopes and dreams, you'll become a millionaire. People would do it. People would do it. And isn't that scary? Isn't that the scariest thing? Let's finish this video.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian
I
accent.
remember this
Trump
shit.
or Biden? Trump. Trump or Biden?
I'm going to go Trump.
Yeah,
Of course.
Trump. Trump. That would be Trump.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Why do you think Trump said those things?
I just think
That is an Indian dude on my job, right? I love that motherfucker, though. I love him. That accent is crazy, though.
Trump, that's something Trump would say.
Would you be surprised to hear that Biden said both of those?
I would be.
What would you think if I told you that Biden actually said both of those things?
I'd be surprised. He did?
He did.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
What's your reaction to that?
I'm shocked.
Poor kids just as bright as white kids. That is another Biden quote.
He's a different generation, and we're a different generation than you. So
It's just like Islam. And not to jump into another tangent, but the mental gymnastics you have to do to support this man and support things like Islam, it's like, bro, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Just 5 seconds ago, they was like, oh yes, Trump is it's so bad, racist, bad. And it's like they malfunction when it's like, well, it's not Trump. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck?
you have to understand where people and how they grew up and what was socially acceptable at the time.
Why do you think maybe you haven't heard of these quotes, these shocking Biden quotes?
That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah. I'm stumped.
Would you be surprised if I told you
It's the media.
that both of those Biden said?
Very surprised, but prayerfully he turned a new leaf.
Oh,
and he's
geez.
a different person today.
Did you hear the quote that he said more recently during an interview where he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black?
We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Yeah, he said that shit. I remember that. I remember that day. I was like, I was waiting for Charlemagne to check him. He never did. Goofy black man sitting there, sat there and took that shit buck broken. If y'all know what that is, look that shit up. For Black History Month, look up what buck broken is. Because Charlemagne the God is buck broken. Booty cheeks open. Buck broken.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man.
Do you have any thoughts about that?
It's really unfortunate if that is factual and he did say that. Very unfortunate, and I'm at a loss for words.
No, no, you're not, lady. No, you're not. You're not at no damn loss for words. That man is a racist. He hung out with Strom Thurmond. He eulogized the leader of the KKK at one point. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, yo? What are we doing? Yeah, selective hearing. Nobody's awake. That's what it is. Selective hearing. You know, you hear what you want to hear. You know, you react how you want to react. You know, but is it true? Is it right? No. So just like Allyson Friedman, Hunter College, my alma mater, they all think this way. And just like in the last video, Malcolm X warned y'all. He warned y'all 60 years ago. 62 years ago. This thing, a tiger doesn't change its stripes, or a zebra, or, you know, leopards and whatnot, you know, whoever's spotted, striped animal you want to pick. These people don't change. They haven't. They've always been racist. It's the party of races. You know, the party of keeping black folk on the plantation. That's what they want to do, you know. And now, you know, we got all these illegals now. We got new people for the plantation. Shut up, phone. We got new people on the plantation. You know, have you seen those videos? Who's gonna pick our fruit? So you just want these people to come over here and pick fruit, clean your toilets? That's all they're worth? That's crazy. You know, it brings the Jason Statham out in me. You know, Jason Statham. You know, it's like, are you serious? You just want these people to cross the Rio Grande to pick your fruit? Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a cool guy in the Sodium Syndicate hoodie, spitting facts, drinking a beer. But Trump is racist, though. Yep. Trump is racist. Pick your own damn fruit. That's right, bro. Pick your own damn fruit, you lazy bastards. Y'all been lazy since the damn inception of this country. Lazy folks. Lazy ass people. But listen, with that being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all. I love y'all the most, yo. Really do, man. I really appreciate this from the bottom of my heart, yo. Yeah. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, Thursday's live, Friday's video. I mean, we just gonna keep cranking this out. Shout out to CJ. CJ is the man. I love him to death. He's my editor in chief. And don't forget to check out sodiumsyndicate.com. Get all these fresh hoodies, t-shirts, mugs. Hell, we even working on shower curtains. So when you wash your ass, you can think about being salty and making other people salty. All right. So that being said, folks, thanks for tuning in. As always, stay salty. Peace. Gotta mute your mic, man.